Just because you have a small trading account doesn't mean you can't earn consistent monthly income. This video by our head of options trading teaches you how. I'm Mike Bellafiore, and we're one of the top proprietary trading firms located in New York City since 2005 and proud to develop numerous 7 and even 8-figure per year traders. Watch, take notes, and learn from a professional trader on our desk so you can grow your trading account.
Hi, I'm Seth Freudberg, and I'm the head trader of SMB Capital's options trading desk here in Manhattan. And we're contacted all the time by traders who are looking for a way to make monthly income in their trading accounts for whatever cash needs that they have. And some of these traders have heard of a simple option strategy known as the covered call, which can yield monthly income in your trading account, but they have a problem. And the problem is that the stock they want to use to conduct the campaign of covered calls to produce the monthly income is just too high priced, and they don't have enough money in their account to cover the initial call of buying the shares necessary to run the campaign. And so they give up on the idea, which to me is a little tragic because there's an easy solution to this problem known as the synthetic covered call, also known as the poor man's covered call by some, which resolves this issue and has some really attractive features if you take the steps to learn how to implement this strategy. And so that's what we're going to be teaching you in today's video. Before we get into how the synthetic covered call strategy works, if you're absolutely brand new to options trading, you don't know much about how options work, we've put together a video for you to understand options basics. So if you click on the video appearing on your screen right now, that's going to lay the groundwork for you to understand the option strategy that we're going to be sharing with you in this video. Then when you're finished, you can come back and watch the rest of this video. Let's take a look at the shares of Costco, the third largest retail store chain in the world, and how they were trading at the end of 2022, which was a down year for the whole market in general. And Costco followed suit, losing almost 20% of its market cap that year, similar to the drop in the overall market. And so let's suppose that you were reasonably bullish on Costco at that point, which is the prerequisite, of course, for any covered call program. And at the same time, you wanted to be able to draw some income out of Costco stock, which pays a tiny dividend. So you're not going to get any meaningful amount of income out of the dividend itself. And so you turn to a covered call campaign for monthly income, and the minimum you'd need to run that covered call campaign on any stock actually is 100 shares, because a call option confers on the buyer of that call option the right to buy 100 shares of a stock at the strike price of the call option. And if you sell a covered call, you've got to have those shares in your account, because if the share price rises above the strike price of the call, you may be called upon to sell those shares at the strike price at any time. And so on that day, if you had wanted to buy 100 shares of Costco, well, that would have cost you $46,145. And that's going to be a problem if you're just getting started and, for instance, you only have $10,000 in your account. And so is it over at that point and you have no recourse? And the answer is definitely not. Let's see how we can work around this to effectively run a covered call campaign without having to actually buy the shares. So instead of buying the shares, let's say that on that day, you pulled up an options chain for the third Friday of the next month, January of 2023, and we went ahead and sold a call, which, as you can see in that column called Delta, had a delta of around 10.72 to be exact in this case, and we went ahead and sold that call for $1.74. Now, the delta column on an options chain is arrived at by a formula that your broker has running on every option in every options chain that predicts statistically how much an options price will change based on how much the stock's price changes. And it also has a high correlation to the likelihood of the stock expiring at or above that option strike price. So in other words, the options delta in this case is telling you that the chances of Costco expiring above 510 on the third Friday in January is about 10%, the same as the delta. And so in other words, it's pretty unlikely that the stock will close above 510 in a month. And just to remind you, a call option represents 100 shares of stock. So when you sell a call for $1.74, you're actually going to be receiving $174 in cash in your account. Okay, so there's one other thing we do that day, and that is to go out to an options chain that expires a little more than a year later in January 2024. And we look for a call option that we can afford, which, because we have a $10,000 account, is the 410 call, as you can see, priced at $96.90. And I say that we can afford it because, just like the calculation for the call we sold, the cost to us of buying this long call expiring in about a year, what's referred to by options traders as a leap option because it expires in more than a year from now, the cost of that call option is $96.90. And so, as you can see from that same kind of calculation, the cost of our buying that 410 call is $9,690. And so we can afford that, as opposed to buying the shares, which again would have cost us $46,145. And the reason that we do this is that brokers will allow you to use deep in the money calls like this 410 call, in this case, in lieu of buying 100 shares of the stock. And so since the deep in the money call, that leap option call, counts for our having bought 100 shares of stock according to our broker's risk system, we call this a synthetic covered call because we're kind of mimicking a covered call position without actually buying the 100 shares, which would have been too expensive for us. And that's the key to your being able to get into a covered call program to produce monthly income without actually having to buy the 100 shares of the stock. Okay, so let's move ahead to the day that the call option we sold expired, which was January 20th. And as you can see, Costco closed at $465.11. And so what happens in that case is that because the call option expired so far above the closing price of the stock, which there was a 90% chance of anyways, we knew in the beginning, the option expires worthless, and therefore we get to just keep the $174 in cash that we collected as our trade profit for the January trade. And we don't touch that long call expiring a year later in January of 2025. We just let that sit there as we continue to conduct our covered call campaign each month. And so we're going to be selling these 10 Delta calls each month. So let's start a scorecard of how this trade is playing out. And so for the January trade, we banked the $174 in cash flow that we originally collected as our trade profit. That's ours to keep as our income. Once that's expired, we can move to the February trade. And as you can see in this case, the closest to the 10 Delta call or above is actually the 12.04 Delta call, which is selling for $1.56, which of course translates into cash inflow of $156. And moving again to the day the February trade expires, you can see that Costco expires at $492.48. And so the 5/15 February call also expires worthless because there's no value to the right to buy Costco at 5/15 when it's trading down at $492 in the open market. And so that expires with no value, and we just add a win of $156 to our synthetic call scorecard. We just proceed like this each month. And so as not to be too tedious, we've summarized the first 6 months of the year, which, as you can see, given that we had 6 straight wins, it means that every call we sold in relation to each month expired far above where the stock closed on expiration day. And so therefore, all of that cash we collected, we get to just pocket, which is the basic idea behind a covered call campaign. Okay, so now something interesting happened in July because the stock actually closed above our call option strike price on that day, which was $555, yet the stock closed at $557.86. And so the call option actually does expire with value. And so what we're going to do in these cases is to buy back the call, buy back that short call, closing the short position for a loss incidentally, because in this case, we sold it for $1.27 a month earlier. But we're going to do something else at this point. And that is that we're also going to sell the leap option we bought at the beginning of the campaign, that 410 call we bought initially. And as you can see, that's gotten quite valuable, trading at $159.72. And we bought it for $96.90 originally when we first started the trade because Costco's price was much lower at that point. And so calculating what just happened in this special July case, you can see that while we lost 210 buying back the short call, we also made a large amount of money cashing in on that long call that we held expiring in January of 2024. And so that was a very solid outcome, actually, for that month of July. Now, to continue our program, we're going to need to reinstate that long call position in January. But remember, we've got to keep the cost down below $10,000. So in this case, we moved to the 480 call, which cost us $96.05. And that's within our $10,000 budget, like the previous one was, which we have to do, remember, in order to continue the campaign, because remember, we need that deep in the money call for the broker to allow us to run a covered call campaign without owning the shares, as we previously explained. And incidentally, this time around, with the price of Costco up so much, the cost of those shares would have been $55,000, which is more than 5 times your starting account size. And at the same time that we do that, we resume the covered call campaign, this time selling against that long 480 call now in January that we just bought. And for August, we sell the 585 call for $1.32. Updating our scorecard through November, we see that we continue to win all of the trades in August through November expiration, just as we had in the first half of the year, which makes sense, right? Because these trades are set up to win 80, 90% of the time as it is. So we're going to win them a lot. And so when the December expiration rolls around, the final month of our 1-year campaign, it just so happens that we're going to have our second instance of Costco closing above the short call strike price, with the short call, which we sold for $155 on this occasion, which is located at the 620 strike. Yet the stock closed at 658.82, well above that strike price. So just like we did last time, we're going to buy it back for $38.78 in this case. And we're also going to sell that long call again, like we did the last time this happened. But as this is the end of our campaign for the year, we're just going to go ahead and wrap the whole trade up and move to calculating how all of this came out. And so the long call had appreciated to 180, 135. And so when we calculate out the profit from that, it comes to $8,530. And we also need to account for the fact that we lost money on that short 620 call in the amount of $3,723. And so finalizing our scorecard, inclusive of that final transaction in December, you can see that we've made a total of $12,390 with positive cash flow in every single month when you consider that the 2 months where the stock's price blew past the short call strike price, in those same months, we cashed in our calls. And so that more than compensated for that loss, resulting in a terrific outcome, an outcome that would have taken a $10,000 account and more than doubled it to $22,390, which was a gain of 122.39% versus Costco's 49% gain over the same period. And that's because those long calls essentially allowed you to leverage Costco's stock gain over the year without having to buy the shares themselves, which you couldn't afford anyway. And so what I'd like you to take away from today's video is that you absolutely don't need to have a large account to trade large equity positions, such as 100 shares of a high-priced stock like Costco. You can use deep in the money leap calls to synthetically own Costco stock, creating positive cash flow for yourself in each month in the case of 2023, and putting yourself into the position where you can grow your account at a much faster rate than you might have thought possible. Professional options traders use options as a way of efficiently, and in many cases much more safely, taking advantage of market opportunities, allowing them to deploy their capital in an optimal way, which is ultimately the name of the game in proprietary trading.
Now, if you'd like to learn 3 more option strategies that our pro traders use, including the unique options trick that allows you to make money while you wait to buy stocks or ETFs at the price you want, and the options income strategy that allows you to make consistent money whether the market goes up or down or sideways, and how to make money on a stock or index trade even if you're wrong on the direction, then click the link that's appearing right now at the top right-hand corner of your screen. That will open up the free workshop registration page in a new window. So don't worry, you won't lose this video. Or you can register directly for free at optionsclass.com.